Greetings everybody and welcome back to Skydustria, my Project Ozone Light Let's Play series. I've done a few things off camera. The power generation, the ethylene power generation in my mechanical area, I've bumped it up to 10 generators. Each generator can produce a maximum of 8,000 RF a tick. And I'm not sure what exactly the level of ethylene is that gets it to that point, but what I do know is that with a full tank of ethylene, it will produce 8,000 RF a tick, provided there's demand for it, which there isn't always. That platform there, I put down a floor, and I've marked that for my material processing. That is to say, that's where I'm going to process what I get from the quarries that I'm going to be placing down. And finally, that area over there, I've put down dirt and a grass seed to turn it to grass. It's still turning into grass as we speak. And that will be my animal farm area. Hopefully animals will spawn on the grass at some point. They haven't yet. I'm hoping they will soon. Though I admit I am a little worried that Dimension 5, which is still loaded, may be eating up all of the mob cap for that. Alright, I've also crafted, I've got 4-dimensional transceivers, which probably won't be enough for everything I need, but I can make more off camera, assuming I find more evolved Endermen. I should have the Ender Pearls. Yeah, I easily have Ender Pearls to make more. So I have the resources to make more. Alright. I still have the quarry stuff, but before I do anything with that, I do want to make things a bit more advanced, because I'm going to need to push a lot of materials through the material processing system. And for that, hardened servos just aren't going to cut it. I really need resonant servos. Resonant servos require hardened glass, which I can get from nether quartz by way of the alloy smelter into fused quartz. I have 13 of it, which is fine. It also requires enderium ingots, and at the moment the best way to do it is to get enderium base. So pyrotheum dust is coal dust, sulfur, redstone, and a blaze rod. And I need 1 view, so I'll go ahead and make 4 sets. There we go, and 4 sulfur. And that lets me make pyrotheum. Alright. So 8 of you means I want 16 ender pearls and 16 enderium base. So 4 enderium base is 2 tin, a silver, and a platinum. So I need 4 platinum, 4 silver. Which one is the silver? It's there. And 8 tin. There we go. And that's going to let me make enderium. Once I make my way over to my alloy smelter over here. Hey, we can actually see some animals spawning over there in the animal farm area, which is good. Of course, I'm not going to do much of anything with the animals as of yet. But in the alloy smelter, I could start with that. And that makes the enderium base. Combine with all of that. The production of enderium is a bit slower, but that's fine. Alright, and that gives me enderium ingots. When it comes to item ducts, let's see, what I need is an impulse item duct. And there's a couple ways I could do it. I could either do impulse item ducts not opaque, or I could do opaque impulse item ducts. I think I'll go not opaque. That requires a fluid transposer, as well as a magma crucible. I'll go ahead and make those once the enderium is finished processing. And I'll show you what I mean by the ethylene here. And it's alternating between 0 and 7.89K RF a tick. And most of these are doing that. This one is... actually, it's doing the same thing. Now, one of these... well, okay. Now, I know one of them was alternating at a lesser level, but it's load-based. It won't burn ethylene unless there's a place to put it, which is why it's alternating between 0 and 7.89K. So that's 78.9 thousand RF a tick that whole system's generating, which is fine. Dimension 5's eating up a little over 20,000. So I'll have enough. The dimensional transceivers can send 2 billion RF per tick, so that's not going to be a problem. Alright, where was I? Oh, right. I need to make a magma crucible, which requires nether bricks. And those aren't actually that hard at this point. I just need to use these furnaces here for the time being. Like so, and like so. Alright. And machine frame. And I'm going to make 2 of these. So that's 8 tin, 10 iron, and I'm going to use this quite clear glass because I have a lot of it at the moment. There we go, and that makes 2 machine frames. Check. So the magma crucible requires a redstone conductance coil and a redstone reception coil. So that's 4 redstone, 1 electrum, not lead, gold. Alright. Go ahead and make both of you. And you want 2 invar gears. Let's see, I think I have... do I have a block of invar? Am I out of invar? I may actually be out of invar. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I just couldn't find it. I was looking for the wrong thing, evidently. Alright. So go ahead and make those. Grab some nether bricks and turn them into nether brick blocks. And then I can make the magma crucible. And then the next thing I need is fluid transposer, which is 2 more redstone, another gold ingot, 2 more invar gears, like so, and like so. I need a bucket, which is 3 iron, and 2 glass. Quite clear glass should work. Excellent. There we go. Fluid transposer. Now, to make item ducts, I'm going to go ahead and start with 8 of you. You know what? I'll go 12. I do have a fair bit of quartz. I can make more fused quartz. So you're surrounded by 10 ingots. So that's 27. So let's see, 27 tin is more than what I need, and that's fine. Alright. That's 72. And to make the impulse item duct, I need 200 energized glowstone in an item duct. And let's see, a block of glowstone. Let's see, 1 glowstone is 250. A block of glowstone is 1,000. So 14 blocks of glowstone will make 70. So I guess I'll put these 2 up. And 48, 56, check. There we go. Alright. So the next thing I'm going to do is make my way over to my power area. And in case you're wondering, no, I still haven't put any growth crystals on the melon farm. It's been keeping up just fine without the crystals. So I haven't felt the need to do that. Alright, no, I don't want builders. I want magma. I'll put the fluid transposer here and the magma crucible there. And you'll output on the right. You'll input on the left. You'll be mode fill. And I'll set you up there, and you're going to take a long while to finish processing. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and put quartz in here to make fused quartz. Now, it's a 4-to-1 ratio, and I only have so much quartz, but I have enough for the moment, and I'll have more once I get the nether quarry sorted out. Alright. Next step is to make my way back to the central area. Eat a little bit of bread here. Now I did dig this out. I've got plans for this central area, and that's one part of those plans, but it's going to be a while before I complete them. Alright. So what I need is servos, and I think I can go ahead and make 6 servos for now, and that requires 3 redstone. Check. And filters. Alright, so let's see, do I have any spare tin ingots? Yes, I do. Alright. So I'm actually going to go ahead and grab 1 more piece of redstone, and then 4 paper. Out of here, I can go ahead and make 8 filters. And I'll go ahead and craft 1 more pair of servos. Alright. Now, let me think. Was there something else I needed? Not yet, I don't think. Alright. So here's what's going to happen next. I'm going to make my way over here. I should have grabbed my soul vials because I've got a surfeit of endermen at the moment. Alright. So we've got a few impulse item ducts over here, which is great. It will be enough for the moment. Alright. So the very first thing I'm going to do is set down a diamond chest, and I'm going to set this in the back here. I'm going to put an impulse item duct on top and a dimensional transceiver on top of that. So when it comes, you'll receive items from the quarries and receive power on the processing line so that you can send power to the machines that I'll be placing over here. And then I'll go ahead and set you to redstone signal disabled, and you'll go to the iron chest there, which is fine. Alright. So, now we have a place that should be receiving materials from the quarries. And now that I have that, this would be a good time to actually start setting up the quarries. Alright, it's going to be safe to dial this. My charged porter is powered up, so I'm going to start the teleportation. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Alright. Now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to here, and I want to make sure I know which direction this is. Okay, so this is the positive X direction. Alright. Let's see. I think F9 lets me see where the chunk boundaries are. Alright, so this is a safe place here. Yeah, this is safe here. Alright, so when it comes to this, I'm going to set you to 256, 256, and 256. Oh boy, that's a lot. And the offset is going to be 128 in the positive X direction. Alright. So that should be fine. I can put you in here. Hold up. Has something gone wrong? Okay, no. Except, yes, it has gone wrong. I'm going to go ahead and turn the preview mode off. Get rid of the shape card. Because it looks like I actually need to offset one more. So that's 129 offset. I'll go ahead and turn the preview mode on at the moment. And you can see that it's going in that direction, which is what I want. Okay, brilliant. So redstone mode on to activate. Let's see, you'll do a single run and stop. Yeah. Perfect. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is put a dimensional transceiver on top. And you're going to receive power on the quarries line. Send items on the quarries line. Alright. Put a lever next to you, and that lever's in the same chunk, so that's fine. You've got power, and let's see what's going on here. Hold up, I'm gonna stop you at the moment. I need to make an adjustment. Aside from the fact that that's burning through power very quickly, I'm going to ask you to void all of that stuff there. Alright. And now when I turn you back on, and I'm going to look at the send buffer real quick here. Are you not getting anywhere? Okay. Yeah. But you are now voiding what I want you to void. And that is, in fact, what I want. Oh, wow. Not enough power. Whew, boy. Alright. Well, that's fair enough. Power. I'm going to need a lot more, I guess, than the 80,000 RF a tick I'm currently generating. But I can go ahead and use the charge porter to head back to the overworld. And I'm going to recharge you at the moment. Alright. And then I'm going to have a look at what has come through so far. Keeping in mind that what's gone through has gone into this diamond chest here. And it is a lot. It is a lot. Now, the cobblestone and the dirt are getting voided. Which is just as well. Ooh, getting some Botania flowers, which is fair enough. All manner of ores. Some osmium ore. Let's see. A lot of different types of ore. All sorts of stuff. Alright. And while that continues processing... Wait. Hold up, is that producing anything new? No, it's not. Probably because I'm not in the dimension. If there was a way to make it so that that quarry could run when I'm not in the dimension, that would be great. But I'm not 100% sure about that. This next quarry I know will run constantly. I'm going to go ahead and set this card up. 256, 256, and 256. Alright? And then I'm not going to decide your offset, but you will void... Yeah, you'll do the same voids. In particular, you'll void netherrack. I don't want to fill things up with netherrack at this time. And then the other quarry goes into the nether. Alright. And I'm actually going to set it not too far from here. Let me think here. So if I set this up like so... So this is the negative x direction. So you're going to be offset negative 129. And let me think. I think this would probably be a good place for this here. But let me check something with the chunks. Okay, that's not a good place. Here would be much better. So I'll go ahead and put the builder here. Put you in preview mode. And I should be able to validate that it's where I want it shortly. Wait. Your offset's wrong. Right? Okay, there we go. And now if I turn on the preview, that's, one block too far forward. So minus 128 is where I want it. And if I do the support preview, the big million-dollar question is, which direction does this go? Keep in mind that once I get out about 7 or 8 chunks, it's going to turn a corner. I did have to kill that ghast. And the edge of it is here. Okay, so it goes that way. Excellent. That is, in fact, the direction I want it to go. That is fine. That is fine. That is exactly what I want. Alright. So I'll make my way back here. I can go ahead and turn the preview mode off on this, because I don't need it anymore. Alright. Dimensional transceiver will receive power on the quarries line and send items on the quarries line. Alright. And we should be just about ready. Now, we should not be sending any netherrack, but I'm going to let this run for a couple of minutes, and we're going to see if it can process anything other than netherrack. Aha! I did see nether quartz go through. Excellent. So now I know that's working. So, back to the overworld. And I'm going to save myself some energy on the charged porter and use the very nearby nether portal. Here. Alright. And now I'm going to make my way across to where the items are coming in. And hopefully we'll see nether resources continuing to come in. It is a fairly long walk. I will concede that much. Alright. Let's see, we're seeing some resources. Are we seeing new nether resources or not? It appears we are not. Alright. If I had to guess, the dimensional transceivers are not chunk loading the chunk they're in. And the RF Tools builder chunk loads the chunk it's building, but not, I don't think, the chunk it's actually in, which is probably why we're not getting new resources from either dimension. Although, let me check real quick here. The other thing could be a sparsity of resources. No, I don't think we're getting new resources in. So I'm going to have to build a couple of chunk loaders to chunk load the chunks with the builders and the dimensional transceivers so that the quarries keep running. But I have to go to the central area for that. Alright. So, first things first. I'm going to go ahead and make some more patterns. Like so. I need a couple of pieces of string. 6 paper. And that makes 2 books like so. And I'll go ahead and put the rest of the patterns into the stencil table down here. And I'll sort out what I'm going to do with that later. Alright. Let's see. When it comes to obsidian, I have 3. Let's see. I need 8 total. 7. And do I have another one? It appears I do not. Let me rectify that real quick. With my relocated lava barrel system, I had to relocate it to make way for that. And that lava barrel system will only last so long. Let's see. It looks like I need to drop off gunpowder and a little bit of netherrack. Alright. Let's see. Go ahead and drop that water off and the bucket. I need 4 diamonds. To make a pair of enchantment tables. Go ahead and put the rest of the obsidian up. And then I need 10 gold and 2 ender pearls. And that will let me make the chunk loaders. Excellent. So, first things first, chunk load the area in the nether. And I think I'm only going to need to chunk load the 1 chunk. The builder takes care of the chunk it's building in. There we go. And the builder is over here. I call it a builder because that's what RF Tools calls it. It's really serving as a quarry. Alright? Power is definitely an issue. But what I can do is set you up and you'll chunk load a single chunk. That's all you need to load with the quarry. And that should continue running even while I'm in the overworld. Excellent. And now back to the overworld for me. And making my way to the RF Tools dimension. And yes, the RF tools sender and receiver are supposed to be in that platform there. But until I can get some power over there, that's not going to happen. Alright. So let me make my way over here. Double check to make sure that my charge porter is charged. And actually, I can double check something really quick while I'm over here. With the nether builder chunk loaded, I should be seeing nether resources. Oh yes. And in fact, this chest is almost completely full. But that's pretty much where I want that chest for the moment. I can sort out the contents of that chest probably next episode. Alright, so I'll go ahead and start teleportation over here. Excellent. And then it's a simple matter of putting the chunk loader next to here on one chunk. Excellent. Go ahead and use the porter to return to the overworld. Real quickly. Alright, that's doing good. That's keeping up with its power requirements, which is excellent. I'm going to let the charge porter charge up for a little bit, and then I will see what comes through here. Alright. Well, we are now officially full. This chest is now officially full of stuff. So, now the next step is going to be to get more item ducts, impulse item ducts rather. And I can go ahead and finish these off. But yeah, at this point the quarries are working. They are doing their thing, and well, at this point they're actually both stopped because they have no place to send their products, but that's fine. I think that's good for this episode. Next time I'm going to start processing the ore, everything that's been produced by the quarries. I will see you next time, everybody.